Hello, and welcome back to LetsPlayZelda.webs.com. This is episode 2 of The Wind Waker, episode 2 total, and Link is on Dragon Roost Island about to start the first dungeon. Previously I made some errors. The telescope, although this is the first game that has the telescope as an item, the telescope was utilized in specific locations in Majora's Mask. The name of the dojo master is Orca.
Like the whale.
Yeah, and last episode I was trying to say DSI, but I actually said 3DI. Not sure if you got that. I was trying to say DSI, and I actually said 3DI. So yes. Anyways, now that that's all taken care of, we have the letter to send to the Prince...
Komali?
Yeah, Prince Komali, yeah.
Yeah, this is Luck, by the way, in case you couldn't tell.
Surprise guest, Luck Nuva, a.k.a. Jonah, for those who don't know his name. And yes, so, wait, what just happened in the game?
She told you to go to give the letter to What's-His-Face, and then you have to
I have to give
meet up with her somewhere else.
I have to give the letter to Prince Komali, so I'm equipping it.
Also, to note, that rolling thing, most people do that subconsciously, but like from what I've played in several of the Zelda games, it's not faster or slower, it's just like the same, just looks cooler.
Well, I'm going to be a fact checker. At least in Ocarina of Time, it's faster.
No,
I'm absolutely sure, though.
I'm actually sure. So I'm absolutely sure it's the same.
Yeah, but you know, if you roll at the beginning, you're able to make it to Hyrule Castle before the sun goes down. But if you don't roll, there's no way you can do it.
Yeah, it's same thing. Yeah, similar thing happened, but with me I was there by nightfall. And I rolled by nightfall, but maybe that had to do with the path I took, or maybe you did something different. I
went straight. It was a controlled experiment, but you know the opinion's out there either way. I think speedrunners do roll though. So, anyways, he has a giant marble called Din's Pearl, and the character needs to collect all 3 pearls. Din's Pearl,
Naru.
That's the third one. Farori is the second, which is the green one, and the blue one, Naru is the blue one. And they're the 3 goddesses that created Hyrule.
What's also interesting that I just realized about that is that 2 of them are the names of the 2 people you have to save in Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, because that's absolutely correct.
Din is Seasons and she's red, and all that, and Naru is blue, just like in...
When they were making Oracle of Ages and Seasons, they wanted to make 3 games and have them all connect, but they just didn't have... Capcom wasn't ready to make 3 games, so they did 2 games, Oracle of Ages and Seasons. That's why the third one isn't even mentioned. I think she's the Oracle of Secrets.
I think so too, yeah.
So all 3 are featured in Oracle. So this is the part where Josh is stuck at. Let's just say Josh doesn't finish many video games, but...
Except Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah, he's very good at Guitar Hero. However... he hasn't, I had to teach him how to do this part of the puzzle. I'll explain in a second. First of all, you have to get Medley up to Dragon Roost Cavern, which is just, you have to throw her onto the cliff, which is about to happen. You have to throw her when the wind is in the correct direction. If you're not able to do that, you can use the Wind's Requiem. In this run, I just waited for the wind to be in the right direction. It changes every few seconds. So here I go. I'm going to throw Medley up onto the cliff.
Gotta admit, Link is pretty strong to be able to carry people like that so easy.
But remember, birds have hollow bones.
True that. But she's also kind of human, but I don't know.
Humanoid bird, yeah. So now Medley is going to go up to the cavern, and that's important for the storyline. So, and she gives you this empty bottle,
which is always useful.
Yeah, empty bottles are always useful. But here's the thing: it's particularly particularly important that she gives you that empty bottle at this point, because this empty bottle will be used to continue on to the Dragon Roost Cavern. So first you take some water, and you find some withered bomb flowers. You'll see that in a second.
Also to note about them is that with bottles, they're probably one of the best lifesaver things you can carry, because you can put fairies in them, which revive you after you die.
Yeah, I put a fairy in this bottle later in this episode. And I won't tell you when the fairy escaped the bottle. But I'll just tell you it's much later when that happens. Oh, anyways, you blow up the rock, and yeah, you saw that happen. But the thing is, you take the withered bomb flower and turn it into a regular bomb flower using the water, and then you blow up the rock, and then the spring fills up, so you can swim across. And that's just one of those puzzles you have to think outside the box to complete.
Even more fun with bombs.
This is like basketball. Although I don't personally play. I play it in Wind Waker. There. 2 baskets.
Now that'd be interesting basketball. It'd be like hot potato, except if you take too long to hold it, something really bad happens.
Yeah. So this is Dragon Roost Cavern. The demo for this game started out, one of the 3 starting points was this cavern. And one day I was able to complete it in 20 minutes. However, for this run I just need under 30 minutes.
You counted?
I did, I saw it.
Okay, cool.
But in the game, in the demo for Wind Waker, we tried to get a better time. It stops you after 20 minutes of gameplay, and so it was kind of a challenge to finally finish this dungeon within the 20 minutes. It's a random challenge that doesn't really help anything, but it's still interesting to complete.
It's kind of like a time trial thing.
Yeah, but only if you have the demo disc, you're able to do that.
Also, those things that we fought earlier, you know, those things that have the swords, they're not moblins. Did we go over that?
I forget.
They're
oh, right, I didn't say that.
They're like Babalkins or something.
I'm not sure if they're... I'm not completely sure that they're Babalkins, because Babalkins comes from the name of the stick that they hold. Oh, they were. Oh, they were holding sticks, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's completely correct. Those are... I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Babalkin.
Yeah. Also, the ones that are moblins were those giant pig-like things with the torches that were sniffing around on the Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah, when I was hiding in a barrel. We'll see them later in this dungeon. Yeah, in the episode. Yeah. So wherever there's a big rock, there's always a bomb to blow it up. That's a rule that, in this dungeon at least, it applies.
Yep. And now here you grab those mysteriously cold balls of water and throw them on the lava.
Yep, and the cold water will
turn into like some sort of rock.
A temporary platform made of molten rock that's been cooled.
But it's not permanent, so you...
Yeah, it will eventually melt, because, you know, this water isn't that cold.
Yeah.
So the dungeon map. Woohoo. That's why I'm making a second one, because, yeah, if I went on the other one, I would have been into the lava.
Yeah, because it dissolved, like, the moment.
There's a choo-choo about to come down. This is a choo-choo. They drop jellies, which are fun to collect, but aren't very useful.
Like, you can collect them to make, like, potions or something, but...
I believe you need 10 of them to make a potion, but I think fairies are all around better. Or the soup that you get later in the game. I'm not sure if you heard that, but the soup you can get on Outset Island later is free, and it replenishes. It does something special. I don't think I use it in this run. Okay, this one's fun. Take a rock, throw it at the bomb flower that's growing on the edge, and a chain reaction. When there's a big rock that's a bomb flower.
Yeah.
Golden rule in this dungeon.
And the only way you can progress, too, because you can't, like, smash those things with bits with your sword, because...
Yeah, it's too big. Okay, the item that he drops, which is the wooden stick, is important to progress in this room. Let's see. First, let's take care of these choo-choos.
Yeah, notice that little drop right there? That's choo-choo jelly.
That's an item. That's the item, choo-choo jelly.
Red choo-choo jelly, which is different than green, or...
I believe there's green, red, and blue, but the blues are really rare. I think there's only 10 of them.
Because
they look kind of like Wobbuffet.
Doesn't the blue restore everything?
It does, yes. I don't think I've ever gotten that to work, although I've pretty much 100%ed this game.
Yeah, because the blue usually in most Zelda games, like, you know, after A Link to the Past, there's usually 3 types of potion. The red, the green, and the blue. The red restores health, green restores magic, and the blue restores everything else. Everything.
Alright, everything.
Not everything else.
Well, it's alright. The advantage of having a fairy, though, is that it, as most of you should know this, it revives you if you've been killed.
Like, it's an automatic thing. It's not like you have to realize, oh, I'm low on health, I need to restore my health.
You don't have to choose to use a fairy. It does it automatically.
Plus, usually the fairy restores all your health, but in some games it just restores the usual 7 hearts. I can't remember which one.
Well, this one it restores 10.
Okay, but in some games it restores everything.
It's various.
Yeah, but it's usually full health.
Yeah.
From what I've been.
Now this is a little tricky, but you don't go up. You have to hold on to the edge. I would never do this in real life. Never, ever. But yeah. That confused me one day. Someday, like, after I figured out the puzzle, I somehow forgot how to do that.
Yeah, that sometimes happens. You know, you've been playing a game for a long time, it's 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden you're like, how do the controls work again? It, like,
I'm having that trouble in Majora's Mask. I don't know. I forget how to kill the fish, so I saved at an owl point. But anyways, it's a story for another day.
Yeah. I never beat that one.
Majora's Mask?
No, I remember I got to, like, the giant temple. Like, the
Which one?
The 4th one. Then I just, like...
Oh, then that was a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
But it's not terribly confusing, but someday, Jonah, someday.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was just that I got distracted. You know, there was some other game I got, and then I played that, and then some other file got deleted.
Oh, yeah. I'm considering a Majora's Mask run eventually. I mean, obviously Wind Waker's the first, but who knows? Yeah.
One of these days, it should have a lid bomb in there. You know, a trap. It blows up in your face.
Oh, in a treasure box.
Yeah, you like hold it up over your head. It's just like, what the boom.
Yeah,
you lose a heart.
I think what Jonah's referring to is, well, at least partially referring to is, in Four Swords Adventures at least, it's possible to take a giant bomb out of a treasure chest that you think is a good thing. It's a very surprising thing to happen, and you have to escape to your Game Boy Advance. But what Jonah's suggesting is have a bomb
that blows up in your face. You have no time to react.
You have no time to escape, and it would just be funny.
Yeah.
According to Jonah.
So like the thwomp at the end of a Mario stage.
Yeah. So anyways, we're outside, and oh wait, we're not yet at the top.
Well, we are outside.
We're outside at least. Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself, but alright. Okay. Got a key out of his nest. Ganon thought that would be safe there. I don't know. Perfection.
Now back into the dark.
Very dark room, as opposed to the outside. You know, I think... Oh, wait. I think it's completely possible to play this dungeon while it's nighttime. So that'll be kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
You just wait in the open sea until it's nighttime, and then you're able... Then, you know, it's a little bit different.
By the way, the Joy bracelet I picked up, they're like, from what I know, they're like optional items.
Oh, Joy Pendant, you actually need 21 during the Triforce hunt, which is later. But I think that's one of the few treasure items that you actually need to collect at some point. But I have a really good way of collecting them. You'll see that much later.
The only real grinding you do in this game, right?
Yeah, sort of like leveling up, that type of grinding, if you don't know that terminology. Leveling up is considered grinding, but so is collecting items.
I sort of wonder what those things are doing in the jars.
I would never hide in a jar. I mean, I would do a lot of things, like go to Toys R Us in a cape, but
yeah, but
I would not hide in a jar. I think they must have had to make it around them. I mean, you can't fit in that. I mean, you can't get in and out unless it's broken.
Well, how do they get in the first place? That's what I want.
They probably made the jar around them.
Weird.
Yeah. I guess programmers can do anything.
Nintendo Logic 101.
Yeah. Now, I had trouble with this guy. Usually I don't have as much trouble, but when I was recording, for some reason, I fell in the lava quite a bit. Even one time pathetically so, you'll see. Like, I should have... You'll see it.
Just wait. The laugh is worth it.
Here it comes. Unfortunately, that enemy, when it's in the lava, just revives itself.
Is there
and you just have to get past it. So here it is. This should have been great, right? Things are going perfectly, right? Okay. But what are you doing, Zelgarath? Come on! Oh.
The classic misled jump.
I was frustrated by that. And so I failed just a few more times. You're going to see me fail.
Enjoy it. Most LPs don't let you see them fail this much.
Yeah. Oh, see if that'll work. No such luck, Zelgarath. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, jump on the platform. Get behind. Ah! Okay. We'll do it this time.
Or will we?
I don't remember.
Me neither.
This is one of the reasons. This is one of the many reasons why this run is not close to 20. Oh, we actually will make it this time. 20 minutes, you know. Time waster.
Whee!
Yay! I landed on the thingy, which is good. Okay, this is getting rather heated in here. Lava rooms. Oh, yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
I'm better at placing bombs than I am throwing them, but in some puzzles you actually have to throw them. I'm not sure in this game if you have to. At least in Twilight Princess you have to throw bombs.
Oh yeah, by the way, that vase, that pot over there, that's a checkpoint thing, essentially.
Yeah, it's a teleportation device that allows you to warp there from the beginning of the dungeon if you want to restart. I never use them in this run because
he's done it so much he doesn't need to.
I did it like all without falling asleep. This whole game I started, then I completed it.
Yep. And here comes the classic Indiana Jones run.
And yeah, those stairs fall, and after you complete the dungeon there's no way to come back up here. Which is rather sad, but still, it's pretty cool. I love fighting in Wind Waker. It looks, I don't know if it's the self shading or the abilities that Link can use, but it's very impressive. I think
And screensaver.
there's Moblin. Yeah. And now that we're armed, we can actually take him on regularly. I guess. Take that. I had to hide in a barrel. Link is the winner.
He didn't save the princess, but he saved something closer.
Closer? That's not...
Something close.
Close. Alright.
Yeah. Closer. That was weird.
Oh well. Some creatures doing awful things to Lord Valu's tail.
Which is why...
She's referring to the boss room. Yeah.
Yeah. What I wonder is... Typical Nintendo Watch.
Speak up, though.
What I wonder is, why doesn't Valu just stand up and pull his tail out of where he's sitting down? Do you think they
Well,
would
I
pull
mean,
down?
I guess, but I mean, that's the only place he has to sit. Where else is he gonna sit? Currently. In the Great Sea.
Well, he could swim.
He's a fire dragon. Do I have to explain to you the type advantages in Pokemon?
I think we've been over this about 500 billion times.
This guy's like Charizard, except he's actually dragon type. And he's huge.
And he can talk.
Yeah, he can talk. Well, we'll get to that later. It's rather interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Okay, so now we have the grappling hook, and we are... I think the first thing that Link has to do is he has to get the boss key.
Yeah, the grappling hook can be used to just grab onto things. You can also kind of pickpocket enemies with it. Like, you can steal something.
You can steal treasure items from enemies. And that's useful later on in the... It's how I get all the joy pendants when I need them. That, again, that's much later. That's after... I think it's after the first 6 dungeons. 1, 2... Yeah, 6 dungeons. And then there's the Triforce Hunt. Ha ha ha.
Once again, they're hidden
Surprise
stars.
attack. I mean, that surprise attack must have taken so much to prepare. It had to be made... The base had to be made around that enemy just so you could surprise Link when he shows up. Oh man, it's down there. How are we gonna get that?
How are we gonna get down there?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how Link figures this out. Link,
Don't do this at home.
Link, are you sure that's a good idea? That looks like a very weak bridge.
Yeah. Don't do this at home, kids.
Okay. Whoops. Oh.
And here's the next chest.
Joy Pendant! Called it.
Because you played it.
And I watched it recently. Okay. Okay, let's experience some major fail here.
Whee! Ow. Ow.
And that was first grade fail. Well, I mean, probably second grade.
I'd say 3rd grade, but that's just me. But, anyway, are we talking about 1st grade being the best or the worst?
First grade would be best.
Okay, never mind, then it's 2nd grade.
Yeah.
First grade. I would never do this, ever.
Yeah, that doesn't even look stable.
Especially what's about
If
to
this
happen.
was real... Yeah.
And look, he's staying there just all cool, calm, and collected.
Well, he knows how to do this dungeon.
No, that's because he's the hero of time.
He's not the hero of time. He's the hero of the winds. The hero of time was his predecessor.
I'm sorry, I've been playing Ocarina of Time a bit too much lately. I keep thinking that it's just...
Oh yeah, how far are you?
Beat it 100%.
Nice. 100%? All the pieces?
All the pieces. You know, it's not like I'm getting every single rupee, but...
Okay, I know.
I've gotten all the items.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Now you have to...
Wait, and hard pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And Scatolas.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
I don't think I did that in Ocarina of Time, but I wanted to. But, you know, right now, there's not much I can do about 100%ing the games. Or at least right now. I'm trying to 100% Spirit Tracks. And I'm really close now. I just need 2 more heart containers, and... because you get heart containers and not heart pieces. I just need those 2 heart containers and 2 train pieces.
I've never played the game, but anyway, if you do want 100% Ocarina of Time, I do have the entire fact printed out.
Okay.
Just ask me.
Yeah, sure. Someday, I bet. I don't know.
Who knows?
I 100%ed Wind Waker, like, thoroughly. Got all the pictograms, or pictoboxes, I mean, the pictures. Pokemon Snap for Legend of Zelda.
Except it's not only creatures, it's also people, right?
Yeah, it's everything. Even crabs. The ones that you find on the beach. And they, like, hide. Oh, and Ganondorf. This treasure chest means it's a boss key. I mean, a big key. Well, that's a boss key.
It alternates between games what it's called. Big key, boss
It's
key.
either big key or boss key. And in Link to the Past, I think you use it multiple times.
You do?
Yeah, like sometimes there's a chest.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. That in there it's a big key, right?
I think so, yeah.
Or maybe a master key. I'm thinking.
I think it's probably big key. I've only heard it. I forget if they call it boss key ever. I mean,
Yeah,
technically speaking.
They do in Ocarina of Time. I know that.
Okay. And that's only in the Sage dungeons, and not in the dungeons as a kid.
Because the kids' dungeons doesn't have them.
Yeah, and one's Jabu Jabu. How's it gonna be? I don't think there's any keys in that.
Yeah, because you have to...
It's all organisms.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorite dungeons.
Yeah,
in the game.
after figuring out how to run through it,
Yeah.
it can be done and really fast.
Plus, you get to use the princess as a weapon.
I've never done. I don't
It's
think
pretty
I've done
easy.
that.
You just
mean
throw
the
her
Zora princess, right?
Yeah, you just throw her at the enemies, and she just kills them for you.
Oh man, that was fail.
That's called double burn.
Speaking of Zoras, though, I said this at the end of the episode, but of episode 1, so now I'm gonna say it again. In the history between Ocarina of Time and the Wind Waker, the Zoras turned into the Rito. They have to get a scale from the Lord Valu, which is exactly like how the Zoras did it. This is not speculation. This is basically confirmed. As Medaly, later we'll find out that Medaly's ancestor is a Zora.
Kind of an odd evolution from fish to bird, though. You gotta admit.
Yeah, it is odd. Elevator of fire. Commence.
Whee!
We would like to play.
We would not like to do that.
Right, yeah. I mean, a lot of this stuff I would never do. Like,
Unless I was a hero.
I might be able to push blocks, but I don't know.
I might be able to cut down a few hedges, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, I'd like to use that sword to cut down grass and find rupees.
Not only
How
that...
does he... I mean, here's the thing about rupees. You can... Let's say you get, like, a silver rupee, which is either worth 100 or 200. And then these rats steal rupees from you, and they steal change. How is that possible? It's not. It's just...
You're thinking too hard.
I guess.
This is Nintendo
Maybe
logic.
rupees are special.
Remember?
Okay.
Nintendo logic dictates that you can fall from like a 5-story building and just get a single heart lost.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think it's that. I don't think it matters that much. like the reality of rupees.
Yep.
Now we're gonna do some preparations for the final boss.
Not the final boss, but the boss of the
Oh, that's what I meant. The boss at the end of the dungeon.
Yeah, the final boss in the first dungeon.
Nah, that's not what I meant. Okay.
But anticlimactic.
A Knight's Crest. You'll need 10 of those later. You won't even need them, but it's I suggest it, as it's really fun to do.
Isn't it also pretty useful what you get from it?
It's kind of useful, at least. It's a special attack that Orca will teach you. Ah, I missed it. Okay.
Yes.
Let's get this fairy. Okay.
There we go.
That fairy will spend a lot of time in that bottle.
Really?
Really. We'll see how many episodes it takes for that fairy to leave the bottle.
And by then you might have more fairies in bottles, right?
No.
Oh.
Only used one bottle, I believe, throughout the whole game.
That's unusual. I never go to the final boss without at least 2 in any game. That's just me. So here's the boss room.
There's Valu's tail. Looks simple. The lava's doing something!
Now pops
It's a fire Goma!
the first boss of the game.
Very similar to Ocarina of Time's first boss, which is just a regular Goma. It's a fire Goma.
No, Ocarina of Time was the Queen Goma. It's not.
Oh, Queen Goma, right.
It's kind of not like this because there was no hookshot. Remember?
I know, I mean... I'm saying genetically they're similar.
Yeah. And they're...
Sure, you fight them in a different way, but it's...
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
It's a queen.
Oh, whatever.
But whatever. Yeah. So here you have to torture Valu a bit more in order to
and
the
the
boss.
ceiling breaks down and falls on the Goma, which is great because you need... Once it gets hit 3 times...
It loses its plating.
Its armor comes off. Oh, that was unlucky. That usually doesn't happen. I'm on fire. I mean, Link's on fire. Okay, here it comes. Second swing. Success! Crispy. Okay, here's it. Oh, fire goes right past us. Final swing. Land on a platform. You don't need to do that, but that was just lucky. Actually, in the long term, it's probably unlucky, but... Here's my first attempt. It didn't work too well. It goes right down, so I just let go.
And then start slashing.
You now use the hook shot to grab its eye, and then you slash at it.
It's kind of like Scorpion's spear in Mortal Kombat. It's get over here, then you hit them.
I haven't played that game, but I'll just take your word for it.
Sure. They're actually really entertaining in a really gruesome way.
Okay. So now the boss has been completed. I mean, defeated. Completed, defeated.
I think we...
Dungeon completed, boss defeated.
And the head flies off.
And turns into...
a heart.
Container. Correct!
One sort of wonders.
So if you don't know what a heart container is, I'll tell you right now. A heart container is, I think, in every Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah.
It started out in Legend of Zelda 1. Not so much in Legend of Zelda 2. But that's the only exception. It adds a heart to your maximum heart level.
Are the heart containers in Link's crossbow training?
That's a side game, so I don't count it.
Sure. Fine. Anyway, here you do it.
They work a little differently in Four Swords Adventures.
Yeah, they do.
They're temporary.
Yeah. But they still do the same thing.
Yeah.
Now here comes the cutscene.
Victory! And so now, Link is going to appear on this part of the island.
Magically.
And even more magically is how they already know where he is.
Yeah.
Maybe they can fly or something.
They can.
Oh no, one of them can. I'm just thinking, like, how did they do that? I don't think it's important again.
Nintendo.
It's cool to poke fun at it though.
So now you
I have a marble!
a shiny one too.
How do you play marbles?
Basically, like you're trying to get certain. You say what type of marble you're getting, and you try to get with some really big marble.
That's a big marble.
Like about this big.
Oh.
You can't see it. You who are listening.
Okay, never mind. Okay, now this is Valu. He's speaking Hylian, or he's about to. Yeah, that is Hylian. I wonder if there's an actual like language though. It's probably translated into Japanese.
And then translate into the English.
Yeah, it's actually. And so we already did that. We already have that song from the previous episode. And so right now, Link just has to change the wind direction to south, and then sail to the Deku Tree. For what is it called? The Forest Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Forbidden Forest is elsewhere.
The Forbidden Forest is in the same vicinity of the Forest Haven, or the Forbidden Forest is actually one of the islands in the area.
Okay. So
But now that, as soon as he changes the wind, we're going to start reading emails from,
and maybe talk about the question?
Oh, we'll talk about we'll do that at the end.
Okay. Cause,
yeah, I'll know when it's coming.
yeah.
Yeah, we're halfway through this episode, a little bit more than half, I believe. Yep. So now, I'm going to skip some of Magic Pokemon Gamer's questions, in a way, because they're Pokemon related. I'm going to answer them in some kind of blog or something on Pokemon Blogger. So his Zelda questions are about the Zelda website. Are you going to Let's Play Link's Crossbow Training? I might, but I'm probably not going to. That's not the plan currently. I haven't even played Link's Crossbow Training.
Oh yeah, pay attention to this guy.
Oh yeah. This fish here, looking at the screen, he can help you
Find your way around.
in a way. He can create a chart for you. He has a paintbrush he keeps underwater. You'll see him add this island to the sea chart. He does it so
So you can actually see where you're going and all that.
yeah. Because I've already played this game, I know where everything is. And so I don't really need to do it in this run through.
But you should if this is like your first time playing through.
Yeah, it might, and it's really fun, listening to him. Like, if you're gonna play this game, don't necessarily beat it fast. Just, take your time, enjoy everything, like, Wind Waker has to offer.
Yeah.
It's like, that's how I got into Legend of Zelda. It's just so fun just to do whatever you want to do.
There's so many side quests.
Find a secret mini dungeon in a submarine. Like that, you don't even have to do that in the main game, but it's still really kind of fun to do.
Yeah, there are tons and tons of side quests in this.
And like sea battles too. And not big sea battles, but there's some towers that throw cannonballs at you, and it's just fun, to take on Ganon's forces while on the Great Sea.
Yep. Now onto the question.
Onto the Zelda questions. Are you going to 100% Let's Play all Zelda games?
No.
No, we don't plan to do that. But I'm going to 100. Oh man, sorry guys. I'm going to try to complete all 14 Legend of Zelda games.
But the amount of time it'll take to LP every single one would fill 50 episodes.
Just Wind Waker would take a century. Yeah. I don't know, because of the Picto box and having to take pictures of everything.
Yeah, the same with Ocarina of Time. I mean, if you try and find every single thing, every single heart here, every single gold Scatola,
that takes quite a while. No, I want to keep it. I don't want to waste your time here. So just Let's Plays of just the game being completed.
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons with the ending with Ganon? Yes. It's going to be a linked game, and I'm not sure when I'm going to do the game. I'm not sure what order to play these games in, but...
Because one way, like, it's harder, but in the other way, the game becomes super easy due to an item you can get.
Right. And also, I'm not sure which game I'm going to Let's Play after Wind Waker, but eventually when I get to Oracle of Ages and Seasons, I'll figure out which one to do. And then I'll tell you guys. But, let's see, what's the next question?
Excuse me.
Are you going to Let's Play the NES Zelda games? Yes. Although I think I'm going to have quite some trouble with Legend of Zelda 2. Because you have to level up, and I don't know how to do that in an efficient way.
Well, the thing is, to do that, you could also edit it out. You could say this is how you grind, and then edit out all the grinding, then go back to it.
Maybe. I'll consider that, but I think I want to see if I can do it in a... I've seen it done pretty fast, though. Okay. I've seen it done in 3 hours by the Speed Gamer, so I want to see if I can do something like that. Let's see, the DS Tingle games, no, I don't even think they're in English.
They're only import only.
Yeah, import only, and plus we still have to figure out how to record DS. I have a theory, and I'm going to see if I can work with it, and someday I'll find a way to record Nintendo DS, and that'll be great.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, no, we can't do Tingle games. Are we going to Let's Play the Zelda CDI games?
My boy.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry, Magic. I mean, maybe someday I'll play them, but, no way I'm gonna do a Let's Play.
Besides, the only thing that you do want to see are the cutscenes. You can find those on YouTube anyway. The game itself is pretty bad.
Yeah, mostly the fact that Nintendo doesn't recognize them as games, and...
That's it?
I don't think so. They're at least not on the poster I got from Club Nintendo. They only have 13 games, but then Spirit Tracks came out, so that leads to 14, and with Skyward Sword, that's going to be 15 official games.
Okay.
And so we are at Forest Haven. Yeah, and now Link has to find the Deku Tree who lives inside the Forest Haven stump thing. In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can open another email, since we're on a roll. Figuratively. Absol left a lot of emails, and I applaud him for that. Okay, so...
Not Absol, but
Absol-tastic.
Yeah. Because if we had an actual Absol here, it'd be awesome.
Okay. I just got confused by what you said, but okay. Okay.
It happens a lot.
Okay.
Anyway.
Thanks for posting the first episode so fast. This is very un-Zelda related. I'm a Mountain Dew connoisseur, and it seems you are too. What is your favorite flavor, and what did you root for in Democracy 2010? My favorite flavor is either Voltage or Livewire, and my favorite was Typhoon in Democracy. First of all, I'm gonna take a mention at those are Boko Baba.
Those are where you get the Baka sticks from.
Yeah, their necks turn into the stick.
Yeah, kind of like what are they called from Legends of Ocarina of Time, the first anime.
They're similar to the things that drop Dooku sticks.
Yeah, that's right.
Except having them drop Dooku sticks is a bit weird because they're not really Dooku trees.
Whatever.
So that's why they changed it to Boko Baba. But anyways, to answer the Mountain Dew question, again, I'd like to mention that I'm wearing my Mountain Dew hat.
Someday we'll get money for the product placement.
I don't think so. I just want to advertise, for free.
I know.
Anyways, yeah, I'm wearing the Mountain Dew hat, and right here with me, I have Mountain Dew Distortion.
And I have Code Red.
This is not my favorite flavor. I liked the old Democracy, how all three flavors were really good. Unfortunately for Democracy 2010, for some reason, in my opinion, these Mountain Dews are
not the best.
Yeah, we'll just say that. And I've rooted for the lesser of three evils, Whiteout. Again, this is only in my opinion, Absol. But I don't like Typhoon.
Oh, here's the Dooku tree.
This is the Deku tree.
We
just have different tastes, Absol. It's alright.
And he
has acne! Oh my gosh! How are we gonna take care of his acne? Ugh. Ugh.
Of course, we can't just let him suffer.
So we just roll into him. Better Link's head than the Dooku trees.
There, right there, you can see both types of choo-choo jelly.
Oh yeah, both the common types, red and green.
Yep.
Hylian, this guy knows Hylian. Whether or not he's the Dooku scrub is open to interpretation. But it's been hundreds of years, not just 100 years.
7 years.
I saw your clothing and it suddenly felt the longing of an age gone by.
Kind of odd, because like the Dooku tree just seems so happy and sprightly. It just doesn't seem to fit this
new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they look different too. My guess is there's probably been a few generations.
Yeah.
But trees can live quite a long time.
Yeah, but...
yeah.
But even then, there's arguments for that, you know, the fact that where the Kigori Forest was lower in the ground, so therefore it couldn't have survived the flood.
Right, yeah, there's a lot of technicalities that is better to ignore, but also consider, too. Oh, these are, what are these called?
I forget, but...
The Koroks. And these used to be Kokiri. But similar to the Rito, coming from Zora's, these guys, evolved from Kokiri, yeah.
And turned into these strange tree-like things.
They're able to fly, which is very cool. But the problem, though, is that if these are the Kokiri, then what happened to Saria and, like,
the Temple
Mido? Mido, though. There's a lot of things that aren't consistent.
Yeah.
Especially having to do with sages and
all that.
And specific people.
Oh, now we're hearing about someone named Makar.
Makar, yeah. Makar has fallen into the Forbidden Forest.
Which we are about to learn.
Yeah, and...
Forbidden Woods.
Forbidden Woods. I was wondering whether it was Forbidden Woods or Forbidden Forest. But, yeah. And so basically, Link has to save him. He has to save Makar. Oh man, where's my car?
Dude, where's my car? That was an awesome movie. Anyway.
I've never seen that movie, but yeah.
It's stupidly funny.
Okay. So, yeah, so Link has to save Makar. And... Where was I? Oh, he has to learn how to fly first. Or glide, in a way. Which will be rather interesting. It's coming up. Here's a lot of talking, dialogue.
Yeah, important. You know, you can learn about what's going on better than we can say.
Yep. I just assume that you guys are reading what's on the screen, too.
Yeah, if you can't, just pause it.
Yeah, you can rewind and see stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the Deku leaf. And so Link has to somehow go up there and get it. And this is how it's done. Here it comes. This is a strange thing that will throw Link upwards. And if you don't hit the control stick, you'll go straight up and down, which is great if you're not ready to go to the next one.
So you can readjust and fire yourself.
Yeah, if you don't think you can make it, just don't touch the control stick when it's spinning, and you'll go right back to where you don't have to do it all at once. Just take your time. It's a little nerve-wracking, like once you get kind of high in your, I mean...
Especially if this was like me or you doing it. This is one of the things I would not like to do in real life.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
like,
that would be really nerve-wracking in real life. I mean, if you're not in danger, you're being spit out of a thing constantly. Either way.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're not using the control stick to full force or zero, you'll fall. It's either yes or no. Like, you're gonna go to the next one or no.
Thankfully, this time they didn't fall. I have to do the entire thing over again.
Well, I don't usually fall in that part. I've gotten pretty good at it. Because it's hard. That's why.
Yeah.
I had to do it a lot.
And now you have a magic meter, as well as the leaf.
The magic meter originated in Legend of Zelda 2. Strangely enough, it did.
Yep.
I believe it's been in every game since, but there's something weird about Link to the Past, because the candle, for some reason, uses up I think it uses up magic.
Yeah, it does. Well, because randomly... Oh wait, no, it's not the candle, it's a lantern.
Lantern. Right, lantern.
Yeah, but it's still the same old magic meter. Oh yeah. While we're waiting, do you think this is a good time for the question?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Absol has...
This is the story.
The story about his first Legend of Zelda game. I'm going to read his story. I'm going to read Absol's story about Legend of Zelda game. Okay, first of all, you have to change the wind in order to go from island to island in this part. Okay, about 7 or 8 years ago, I got the original Link to the Past on the Super NES, and used... Oh wait, sorry. About 7 or 8 years ago, I got the original Link to the Past on the SNES, used from a local GameStop for $5. I do not regret that decision a single bit. In fact, I put it at the top along with watching the first episode of Pokemon and joining the marching band.
XD.
The face. I played that game for hours upon end, and it actually blew my mind that the character's name was Link, not Zelda.
Link is the hero.
Link is the hero at gmail.com. If you want to send us an email, just send us at that. I played through the first 3 dungeons, and due to me being so little, I got confused and stuck with the whole Dark World concept. And eventually I gave up on the game. I had pretty much given up on the series when I got my first GameCube. However, I got the Collector's Edition disc with Zelda 1, 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. And the Wind Waker demo. I played through Majora's Mask and reopened my eyes to the Zelda series. I bought every game except for the Game Boy ones, which I still do not own, and I eventually slew Ganon on my Super NES without using the strategy guide. I've been hooked ever since. Now, I was supposed to get that disc, but
GameStop chipped you or something?
They didn't have any in stock when I got it, because I got it after Christmas using Christmas money, and I was disappointed because I wanted to play Ocarina of Time. So anyways, a year later I started playing Wind Waker, and so that was
when you really started.
That was when I started. I was not the hero of time, I was the hero of the winds. However, Link is the hero at gmail.com. Not me.
Okay, on to the next thing?
Yep, next email. Oh, I already did that. Inbox. Sorry about the multiple emails. This is another from Absol. Don't be sorry, though. This is great material. Sorry about the multiple emails. I just thought about another question. Will there be a guest narrator in every episode like the first one? And yes, there will be a guest narrator in every episode. Hopefully. I want to do that, at least.
I might be in like 2 or 3, maybe.
Whenever I come back to, I'm going to college soon, and I'll hopefully meet some Zelda fans there. But whenever I'm here, I want to see if I can record with Jonah. Or Josh or someone, I don't know.
By the way, with those things, you don't want to get too close.
Right, if you get too close to those blue things, blue if you rewind, you can see there's like it makes a blue plus. You don't want to get close to those. But if you keep a distance and throw the coconut thing, it will be destroyed.
Yep. And also notice that when you go up and down in that thing, you regain MP.
Yep, magic power. Yeah, take a look here. The magic bar.
Yeah.
It's gonna go up. Hold on. See? And probably one more time.
Yeah.
I always prepare for that whenever I glide.
So, anyway, next question.
Uh-huh. Absol, you are a hero for, posting so many questions because it gives us something to read.
That's the same one.
Oh, that's the same one.
Now.
Oh, this one is from Chuck Norris. Hold on, I'm going to wait for the sound to go. Chuck Norris says, "Hello, Zelgarathan gang. You had a mailbag question that I felt like answering. My first Zelda game was Majora's Mask for Nintendo 64. When I was a little child, my neighbor gave me his Nintendo 64 when he got his GameCube. I was about 5 and I played games like Pokemon Snap and Super Smash Bros. But one game stood out. A gold game with a hologram label on it. The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. It gave me the idea of playing it one day, and so I took out Hey You Pikachu and put it in. What I saw was Ganondorf knocking me off my horse. I believe that was Skull Kid.
Yeah.
And a creepy mask salesman. I did not understand the game and never got past getting the password for the kids' clubhouse. Then I played for long enough to see it happen. The world going up in flames. It scared me. It went with other experiences I marked as scary from my Nintendo 64 days. King Jingaling from Banjo-Tooie and the Master Hand from Super Smash Brothers. Then one day, my sister played. I watched in horror as Clocktown and all its residents spontaneously combust. I was done with the game. I wanted nothing to do with such a scary game, so I never played that for many years. Until last year, I played it and got to Skull Kid and gained the Ocarina of Time. I haven't played it in a while since I found Ocarina at a yard sale and got up to the giant fish that ate the Zora Princess. Thank you for reading this, Connor. Pokemon Alert."
Okay. Since we are running low on time, we should talk about our question for you for this episode.
First, I want to comment on that. Majora's Mask is a very scary game. I was playing it recently. But if you know what to do, it's not that scary. So now, as we're reaching the last scene in this episode, we're going to talk about
our question to you.
General Mailbag question number 2. I'm going to read it. But you can also find it on the website. Specifically for those of you who have played or are playing Wind Waker, tell us about your experience playing it. Include any opinions you have about the game, and you may tell a story. And so that is the general mailbag question number 2. Just send us an email at linkisathero@gmail.com, and we will read it such like we did the other emails. And hopefully, when we have some emails, we'll make the next episode. And that is great. Thank you, Absol, for sending us so many emails.
And thank you, people, for watching us.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. I believe there's probably a room left in this game.
There's like 30 seconds left.
30. I know, but he goes into... I don't know what happens. Let's see. Oh,
yeah. But of interest to know is that this is the second time we filmed it.
This is the second time we recorded it. The first time we recorded this episode, we did it with a terrible microphone, and it resulted in a product that would kill everyone's ears. So we delayed the episode and re-recorded it right now.
And this is it.
Yeah.
So
this is gonna be great. Okay, so this episode ends with one of the things lashed onto Link. See you next episode.